played more. What led to him playing? Because you said you had to decide on somebody. Why him?
I mean, he's gotten better every month we've had him. He was productive in the preseason. When he had spot minutes, he was defending and getting to the basket. Ever so often, he'd hit a three. His defensive physicality helps him a lot. So he's just been a guy that's steadily gotten better and consistent in that backup role. Nobody's like just grabbed it and said, I'm the guy, but he's pushing that point. And I think our coaches have been, especially Steve Blake has been on me about his progression. So I trust that kind of input when I get it from the coaches.
Will you been tinkering with starting lineup? Or are you making another tinker tonight?
We'll see.
Okay, I'll follow that up.
There you go.
We have to obviously continue this. Is Ayton ready to start?
It's not about being ready to start. I think it's us integrating him the right way, trying to get him to the point where he's playing 30-plus minutes at a high level. That's, same thing I've said the last week. And, once I feel like he's there, then we'll make that move, which could be tonight.
Does him only having those two healthy big guys tonight change how much you want to play those two bigs together? Or is it kind of just the same game plan?
No, it's, obviously during the game you make adjustments based on what the other team is doing, but, we're focused on, their pace of play. Obviously, Trey and Kevin shooting the ball is something that galvanizes that team, and they had a ton of points in the paint the last time we played, so our bigs are really important, but the pressure on the ball is just as big as, handling their big. So Alex had a really good game against us last time and was pretty physical, so I hope that answers your question.
Monty, the guy who wasn't on the floor last time was Collins. Just talk about the activity that he brings to the floor and how important it's going to be for your bigs to get a body on him.
Yeah, I mean, his rim, the pressure he puts on the rim is different. And then he's shooting 33, 34 from the three. So his activity, his size, the ability to, catch lobs and all of that, his physicality. He's one of the better young bigs in the league. So that's certainly a different dynamic than the last game. But the last time we played these guys, their bigs were pretty potent in the paint against us.
When you look at someone like Collins, considered an undersized four, is that a matter of just a guy having that motor that had to play like that?
I mean, motor, will, energy, but he's skilled though. He's not just a guy that's running around. He can knock down a shot, can go up and catch a lob. He seems to be a hard worker. He's just one of those guys that you can look at him as undersized until you see him going upstairs to get one, then you realize he plays pretty big, so he's an effective big.
Coach, a player on the Hawks team that you've both played against and now coached against, and Vince Carter, hanging it up after 22 seasons in this league. Talk about the impact that he's going to leave behind on the NBA.
I mean, I don't think you're going to see that anymore, a guy play that long. We've watched his dedication in the offseason. If you're like nutty, like some of us who watch those guys who spend all this money on rest and recovery and equipment. I've heard about his place in Florida, I think, where he's got like his own 24-hour fitness and the ability to take the league by storm with all the dunking and game-winning shots he had when he first came in. People forget, like Vince was a superstar, basically right out the gate. And it wasn't just dunking. It was jump shots, off the dribble, a lot of stuff that went into that Vince sanity. And then he's just effectively, integrated himself into the trends of the league. He's had a huge impact on a number of kids that look up to him. So I marvel at him because he's almost my age and he's running around and jumping like that. I just feel like God didn't give me what he gave Vince, and I'm pretty sore about that.
Hey NBA fans, Kelly McGill here. If you like that last video from Fanatics View on YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below for exclusive NBA content.